All right, everyone, and welcome back to another Coast to Coast live online showcase. My name is Adonis. I'm going to be your host for today's event, and as usual, I am joined by three very special guest judges who will be overseeing this entire event today. So let me go ahead, let me introduce them one at a time. First up, we will start off with our first judge on the lineup. He's a director of A&R over at Rock Nation. Welcome back, Polo. Polo, welcome back to another Coast to Coast Live online showcase. How you doing, man?
Man, bless, man. Thank you for having me again.
Awesome. It's always a pleasure to have you, Polo. Thank you so much for joining us once again. As usual, we always have a question that we ask our judges. My question for you today, what would you say is the best way to stand out from all the competition in the music industry today?
I mean, a hit definitely stands out. A hit record, consistent content. Um, yeah, just somebody that really, that's out working. I mean, word of mouth still exists. Like I always say, in a sense, you know what I'm saying? People always talk about, tell somebody else about somebody they hear and they like. So, quality music, a hit, consistent content. That's really what makes you stand out.
There you have it. Polo, it's such a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you so much for joining us for today's online event. Up next on the judge lineup, he's a platinum producer, worked with artists such as Young Jeezy, LUDACRIS, Rick Ross, 50 Cent, 2 Chainz, and much more. You guys know him. It's DJ Pain One. DJ Pain One, welcome back to another Coast to Coast Live online show. How you doing, man?
What's going down, man? Living the dream.
Awesome. It's always a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you so much for joining us today. My question for you today, Pain One, we have a lot of artists that submit their music that are either not original or they're doing a cover song for the competition. And, when we ask them why, how come they're not submitting their original stuff, mostly the reason behind that is because they can't afford beats or they really don't know a producer, to give them that music. Do you have any advice to those artists uh, for a way for them to either get music or how do they get music in that situation?
Well, the internet is full of free beats. I mean, I go online and I'm tripping over free beats. So I don't think that's really a valid excuse, especially if the excuse is I don't know producers, so I'm using beats from producers I don't know. That's contradictory. There are producers everywhere. Uh, I see beats selling for as little as $5.99 each. I'm not saying that's a good thing. I don't encourage producers to license their beats at such a low cost, but at the same time, there are a lot of producers that will give away free beats for nonprofit use, free beats for profit use as promotions. It's They're everywhere. I mean, I don't want beats. I don't buy beats. I make beats, and I'm getting bombarded with ads and emails from producers just trying to give me beats. So rappers and singers and songwriters certainly have access to these same beats. You just, I guess, have to look around for them. And that might mean Googling something or sending some DMs to producers that you're fans of. But that's like the least amount of effort ever. So I'm a little thrown off by the question because it's just beats are everywhere. They're so cheap, if not free, that I guess I can't relate to somebody thinking there's a shortage of affordable beats.
Definitely well said. No excuses from DJ Payne One. It's such a pleasure to have you, Payne. Thank you so much for joining us today. Last up on the judge lineup, he's the VP of A&R at Motown Capitol Records. You guys know him. It's Sean Barron. Sean Barron, welcome back to another Coast to Coast Live online showcase. How you doing, man?
Good. How about you?
Doing awesome, Sean. Now, my question to you today, what can an artist do in order to expand their local reach?
They could get out. They could do shows when Corona is no longer a thing. But other than that, you need to use the internet in these times to just touch the people. That's the best way. That's really the only way right now. due to the circumstances.
Awesome. Sean Barron, thank you so much for joining us for today's online event. That's our star lineup of judges. We have a great lineup of artists as well. We have about 11 artists that each submitted a music video today. Now, today is the online music video showcase, so we'll each be watching the music video live alongside everyone joining in today, and the judges will be judging their music videos live as well. Now, today they are scoring each music video, and at the very end, we're going to pick the top 3 videos in order to move on to the next round of the Coast to Coast Live showcase. So we're going to start off with the first artist on the lineup. First up, we have Don Itty. Don Itty, let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other 3 of the judges. All right, so up first, we have Don Itty. Can you hear us, Don? What's up, Don? You're muted. Go ahead and unmute yourself so we can hear you real quick.
What's up, boss man? How you doing?
What's up, man? How's it going? Where are you from?
I'm from Norfolk, Virginia.
Representing Virginia, it's a pleasure to have you. And what's your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check you out?
Well, you can follow me on Instagram at Itty Factor, Itty_Factor. That's IDDY_Factor. I also have another one that's Itty Means Necessary. On Twitter, I'm Itty_757. I actually have another one that's Don Itty_757. But yeah, just Don Itty basically on all platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, everything.
All right, dope. Now, Don, tell us a little bit about your music video that we're about to watch. It's called Ticket. What is this all about? What are we about to watch?
Well, the video is basically, the scenery is a neighborhood event that happens every year. You know, the community gets together and everybody cooks, everybody has fun. Kids jump around in the playhouses and stuff like that. A lot of basketball games, just a lot of fun. People from different neighborhoods come together. It's just about bringing the community together. It's not all about, you know, being violent and, you know, saying who has the best things in life, you know. So it's a lot of different people in the video that I grew up with, some people that I don't know, some people that I know. I just felt it was a good time for that video, so that's why I decided to shoot it.
All right, dope. So let's go ahead. Let's take a listen. This is Don Itty with his music video, Ticket. Let me load this up. We'll be right back.
Cam J with the heat.
From the trenches, steady chasing riches, running through the city, trying to get a ticket. We ain't had nothing, had to grind for all this shit. So many youngins out here die for all this shit. I learned my lesson out here, try hard to get rich. Put forth some effort in your grind, get on your shit. Just keep on stepping, wait your time and you gon' win. So many blessings, all my problems gon' be fixed. Look where we came from, we used to wear the same clothes. Talking no rain, say he thinking about a Range Rover. My nigga Bang call me up, he say he coming home. I tell the truth, but let him know that it ain't nothing wrong. Fuck all this street shit, fuck all this beef shit. I'm talking out of state vacations on the weekend. I'm out here grinding cause my baby gotta eat, man. I'm really wildin', gotta try to get some sleep, man. Free my cousin Sean, he the trillers. Like I told him, man, my word is bond, I'ma get it. This for Max and Dennis. So you can go with all that fake shit, go with all that hate shit. With the same niggas I made it with. We from the trenches, steady chasing riches, running through the city, trying to get a ticket. We ain't had nothing, had to grind for all this shit. So many youngins out here dying for all this shit. I learned my lesson out here trying hard to get rich. Put forth some effort in your grind, get on your shit. Just keep on stepping with your time and you gon' win. So many blessings, all my problems gon' be fixed. This for my nigga Jalen, never thought that they'd take him. It hurt me to my heart, but what don't break me, don't make me. Coming up from the bottom, a lot of niggas don't make it. My mama told me shake them because these bitches be shaking. Thank God that I'm here, boy. A lot of niggas ain't here, boy. Real niggas since a little boy. All I wanted was a meal for it. Thank God for them older boys. Thank God for that corner store. Remember nights we ain't had shit. Holding drugs, stolen guns. It's so much pressure, anything can happen. Little niggas with automatic, so it's automatic. God bless me just to be here to make my daughter happy. Lost my pappy when I was little, so I can't let it happen. Sadly, we from the trenches, steady chasing riches, running through the city, trying to get a ticket. We ain't had nothing, had to grind for all this shit. So many youngins out here die for all this shit. I learned my lesson out here trying hard to get rich. Put forth some effort in your grind, get on your shit. Just keep on stepping, wait your time and you gon' win. So many blessings, all my problems gon' be fixed.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the first artist on the lineup. That was Don Itty with his song and his music video. Now, it's all about the music video today, so we're going to go right over to our judges. Let's get their thoughts on the video. We'll start off. He's the VP of A&R at Motown Capitol Records. Sean Barron, you'll be up first. What were your thoughts of Don Itty and his video?
I think that he has a lot of potential. I like the video. The only thing is, it kind of sounds like everything else that's out right now. So like do that, but like try to take a different approach to it. Like come in on the left or the right. You know, don't come straight down the middle because that's what it sounds like. But other than that, you got a dope voice. I like the video and keep going.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Sean Barron. Definitely feeling the video. Let's go over to the next judge on the lineup. He's a platinum producer, DJ Payne 1. You're up next. What'd you think of Don Itty and his music video?
Yeah, I mean, that was one of the comments I wrote. I echo what Sean said, just that he's making music that sounds like a lot of other artists, but his talent level is there. So talent's not the issue. His challenge is just finding a way to present himself as a unique individual and accentuate what makes him unique compared to a Rod Wave or a Polo G or a Lil Baby, you know, other people in that lane. So the talent's there. That's not the issue at all. And I was a fan of the track.
Awesome. Thank you for that, DJ Payne 1. And with that, we'll go over to our last judge on the lineup. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, what'd you think of Don Itty and his video?
I agree with the guys. I mean, I like the song. He definitely has the potential. You know what I mean? You can hear it. He just has to figure out how to add more personality of his own personality to the music to kind of stand out and separate himself from them guys. You know what I mean? But overall, the potential is there. And I actually like the visual. The visual was raw, it was real, and you know, you can't take nothing away from that. You know, I just keep pushing. If you're gonna push, and you know, and like the guy said, learn how to separate yourself a little bit from everything that's out there.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Polo. Well, it looks like you heard from all three of the judges there, Don Itty. Got some positive stuff, got some feedback. Stay tuned to the end of today's event. Find out if you're one of today's finalists for the Coast to Coast Live Music Video Showcase. All right, guys, up next on the lineup, we have Burge Rilla. Now, we do have your music video today that you submitted for us. It's called Rockstar Pain. Let me load this up, and we'll be right back.
Got it.
I ain't even gonna play when I'm.
Hey yo, Pluto.
I told him time ain't no ways. We gon' go get straight to you. My time just GTB shit. I ain't got no patience. Hey, these niggas don't know what you got. They steppin' on everything. Yeah, capping my round. Yeah, for real. I give you my time, just please don't waste it. I always told you I had no patience. It ain't no cap in my rap, that's a pain. Lean, but get straight to the cash every day. You can put on my pants, so you don't feel what I'm saying. It's like either way it goes. You thought it's a right road. Wrong turn, get your mind going. Vibe out to the energy, yeah. I'll tell you everything I mean. I'll tell you everything I need, yeah. Ain't have shit, now I'm stuck in your love. It's amazing what you do to me. Your nigga cold heart turn himself to a thug with some rags and some Billie Jean. I'ma throw out a knife, I'm missing a run. I drip when I want, At least in the was, yeah. That drip came from none, yeah. That just came from outer space, so I'm going 3 cups, hot cold like Pluto. Comb house in my hoodie, go crazy for nothing. These shots pick 'em up like Juno. With a Rolex, stop trying to hold up the time. No cap with no tenant, we ride with a 9. Be feeling like cat when we let the birds fly. I lost you respecting you shit cause I lied. I ain't even know what to say. Yet no to you, but I entertain it. 2Ks like we out here gaming. More power like 50, but I'm on my shit. I can never go out like Kanan. Love spell backwards, that added 2 letters. I lost and it helped me evolve. I can trip over shit to alert in the trap like I just cleaned up after my dogs. I know everything done for some shit that was nothing, but still looking out for your call. Got a couple loose screws and I'm in some hair. I'm still out here wishing. Please don't waste it. I always told you I had no patience. It ain't no cap in my rap racks are paying. Lean but get straight to the cash every day. You can put on my pants and don't feel what I'm saying. It's like either way it goes. You throw this a body roll. Wrong turn, get your mind going. Vibe out to the energy, yeah. I'll tell you everything I mean. I'll tell you everything I need, yeah. Ain't have shit, now I'm stuck in your love. It's amazing what you do to me. Your nigga cold heart turn this up to a thug with some rags and some Billie Jeans. I'ma throw out a 9 if I'm missing a run. Guess I gotta spray guitars along cause my credit ain't good at your bank. I ain't tryna argue about shit I can't fix, so your breath till you blue in the face. Everybody say they never care, but how we get this way? I go a vibe, if it's right I'ma stay here. You act like your feelings are hung in the game. I'ma drip in this blood, hope they see how I'm paid. If the ops on the front, put it back in his place. Like Andrew, his wig and his 40 gon' raise. Yeah, death came so fast, I'm still surprised we here. Can't leave the trenches cause my soldier's dead. Yeah, if I load this Drake, I hope that you take care. I'm sipping mud, I'm crying dirty tears. Yeah, I rock with you cause J-Rock said you will. I'm in the streets like crossing lines, if they wanna step, they will. Glock with a dick, tryna fuck whoever lead, they glad to fit. I pour up 6 in a triple cup, I get the devil spin. How you slide up Hellcat palm, angels fear, God don't care. Little nigga big, huh? Yeah, they know I'm never scared. We really step, we really do it.
All right, everyone, so that was Birdrilla with his song Rockstar Pain with his music video. Let's go right over to our judges. Let's get their thoughts on this. We'll start off, he's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, we'll start off with you. What were your thoughts of Birdrilla and his music video that he submitted?
That was cool. I mean, this is a record that definitely sounds like everything else out there. You know, video, everything, just the look. Like Sean said before, like these guys have to figure out how to separate themselves from what's out there. You know, come with their own sound and stand out. You know, this one kind of didn't. The song was just cool.
All right, thank you for that, Polo. Definitely got some great feedback there from Polo. Let's go over to the next judge on the lineup. He's a platinum producer, DJ Pain 1. You'll be up next. What were your thoughts of Birdrilla and his music video that he submitted?
I like the production. I mean, I like the melodies overall. I think they could be a lot stronger. My suggestion to him would be really work on diction because there were times when I didn't understand what he was saying, and then the auto tune just felt really strong, and that also isn't a great thing for clarity, especially when you got this type of content. You want each lyric to hit the listener, so that might just mean focusing more on delivering in a clearer way. And if you don't hit the note, you just go back and say, all right, let me run that take back and do another one, so that I'm not relying on the auto tune to correct all of my pitching. Because if you do that, it's gonna make you sound not so human. And I feel like the type of music he's making, you feel a lot of humanity from. So it's something to think about.
Awesome. Thank you for that, DJ Pain 1. And with that, we'll go over to our last judge on the lineup. He's the VP of A&R at Motown Capitol Records. Sean Barron, what were your thoughts of Birdrilla and his music video that he submitted? There we go.
Right.
Gotcha.
Oh shit, there we go. Yo.
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah. I thought it was good. I liked it. Just the same thing. Like I just want to hear y'all come from like a different angle with everything. It's just too much of like everybody trying to sound like the same couple rappers, the young boys, you know.
Yeah.
And I love that type of music, but I just want to hear y'all like do it differently. But same thing. He got a lot of potential, great voice. I like this flow. Just keep it going.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Sean, Barron. And, well, you heard it from all three of the judges here, Birdrilla. Stay tuned to the end of today's event. Find out if you're one of today's finalists for the Coast to Coast Live Music Video Showcase. All right, guys, next up on the lineup, we have No Idols. No Idols. Now, we do have your video as well here. It's called How We Fight. Let me load this up, and we'll be right back.
You are now entering Monty's Way.
He's 16. He's 16. They gonna kill him next year. He's 16. What we gonna do? You tell me. What we gonna do? This ain't the way.
Excuse the tears on the page, the writing's kinda damp. The pain of my brothers moved me to organize a plan. You can be with or against us, I've drawn a line in sand. But if you gonna be with us, these are our demands. Not a single black dollar's going to a company that's proven with their actions daily that they don't fuck with me. The silence is over, we dying, y'all here living comfortably. So here's how we gon' rectify it, listen when this brother speak. For the murders of Breonna, George, and Ahmaud, we want appropriate prison time for all those involved. Officers need to understand the rules of engagement, as well as the Constitution. We're demanding retraining and demand the end of broken window policing for profit, and set up a special prosecution's office to stop it. Relation reshaping of police and people is ample. Camden, New Jersey is the perfect working example. De-escalation training. Why the fuck is y'all wildin'? Constant body cam uptime. What the fuck is y'all hiding? That blue wall of silence is gonna stop, man. Cause I want real-time footage on a decentralized blockchain. It's time for patriots to put corruption to squash, and the laws of protecting justice, shout out Justin Amash. And qualified immunity. What type of shit is that? They can try to kill a game all they want. They not diplomats. I demand amendment on the 13th Amendment. The loophole causes incentives for my guys to be sentenced. He could have been a lawyer, now he's playing defendant. We're ending corporate enrichment from systemic oppression. Righteous people, wake up, it ain't no time to lose. Cause like an eviction notice, it's time to make a move. A shift in the paradigm of how everybody sees. So listen to what I'm saying, it's mandatory, please. If a unified community could each themselves police, then military policing, we eradicate the need. The funds that go to communities can bring a state to peace. So we must heal society if we gonna defund police. The safest communities don't have more police forces. They have living wages, schooling, abundant resources. And these are ideas that come from powerful black minds. See, they trying to stop criminals, we trying to stop crime. We need mental health services we can afford. Employees of public companies to sit on the boards. We want United States congressmen to limit their terms. I don't really think y'all hear me, man. Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? The system of parole has gotta be one of the slickest. Ask Meek Mill, he'll tell you he one of the realest. So I'll concede the Reform Alliance on how to flip it. Now here's the action part where I need you closely to listen. Write down all these things that I've said, start a petition. If politicians and corporations don't give assistance, that's all you need to know to understand they're complicit. We put them in a position in which they can't say no. Trump, you wanna drain out the swamp? Well, here's your Drano. And corporations, no more tweets claiming you fuck with us. You're not behind these petitions? Sorry, I'm not a customer. Police departments, understand me that you aren't hated, but your force has been infiltrated, so demand an investigation. And we don't hate white America or the boys in blue. We want America to work for us the way it works for you.
I'm angry at 31. You angry at 16. You understand me? Putting yourself in harm's way is not the way. No, it's not. You and the other your counterparts, the same Asian that has that same power. Y'all come up with a better way. Cause we ain't doing it.
Hold on, brother, you is. Generational curses are broken via the kids. Teach them about independence, maybe start up a biz. Teach them group economics, owning in every niche. A clothing line isn't the only way to set up shop. Banking systems, media networks, think out the box. And just like Master P said, once we brought up every block, we keep that black dollar circulating like Flavor's clock. I need them to circulate from your cousin's beers to your mama's. I needed to circle like a cipher with marijuana. I needed to circle like manufactured black trauma, from crack cocaine to government smuggled to us from Nicaragua. They murdered Huey P. Newton on the karma, biting off the head of the system, Jeffrey Dahmer. And GD's bloods, folks, lokes, please kill the drama. We need y'all for protection from the people that killed them hard, bro. It's imminent. Let's get militant. Second Amendment grips. Arm ourselves legally, though the sword's no match for the penmanship. They wanna crash the financial system, that's fine. Silver, crypto, and gold, we gon' diversify. And please don't listen to the detractors, haters, and trolls. If Candace Owens is saying something about it, then scroll. Psychological master manipulators know how to push your buttons, keep emotions under control. And scared to death Negroes, don't even look through the peephole. If you ain't ready to die, put it on the line for your people. Cause fighting could get lethal. And I ain't saying riot, but too many of us have died for all this shit to be peaceful. But really and truly, we need people on one accord. For systematic oppression to stop being ignored. Women's rights couldn't happen without brave men. We can't end racism without Caucasians. And I ain't even saying this is black versus white or left versus right, but this is wrong versus right. God versus the devil, this the age of Aquarius. It say a lot about you if you ain't feeling us. Come on, y'all, turn up the bass treble. Straight rebel, bump the White House. This is a state level operation that we can really spread across the nation. We need everybody participation. So tell them this is how we fight. This is how we fight. Tell them this is how we fight. This is how we fight. Tell them this is how we fight. This is how we fight. Come on, we need everybody to take action. Tell them this is how we fight. This is how we fight. Tell them this is how we fight. This is how we fight. Tell them this is how we fight. This is how we fight. Somebody tell systemic racism. Good night. Come on.
Did the same shit y'all doing. The same exact thing night after night after night. It don't matter. Come up with a better way.
All right, everyone, so that was No Idols with the music video right there. Let's go over to the judges. Let's get their thoughts on this. We'll start off. He's a platinum producer. DJ Payne 1, you'll be up first. What were your thoughts of No Idols and his music video that he submitted?
I think as far as socially conscious music goes, this stands out as really above average in terms of sophistication and detail. And then, just that aside, the video was really well directed. There was a lot of symbolism in the video. It was high quality. It was cinematic. It didn't even feel that long, and I know it was a pretty long track, but I think it was well done.
Awesome. Thank you for that, DJ Payne 1. With that, we'll go over to our next judge on the lineup. He's the VP of A&R at Motown Capitol Records. Sean Barron, what were your thoughts of Idols and his music video that he submitted?
Yeah, I agree. I felt like it was a solid piece that he did. I liked the video a lot. His voice was dope. What he was talking about was dope. Of course, it was really long, so you should shorten it. But it was a good job.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Sean Barron. With that, we'll go over to our last judge on the lineup. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, what were your thoughts of Idols and his music video that he submitted?
I agree with the guy. I like the imagery. The imagery was deep. His message was good. But definitely agree with Sean on timing wise. Definitely make it shorter. And then I felt like the hook only kind of came in one time. It was at the end. You got to try to incorporate that a little bit more too. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I like the overall look of it.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Polo. Well, you heard it from the three judges right there, Idols. Stay tuned to the end of today's event. Find out if you're one of today's finalists for the Coast to Coast Live Music Video Showcase. All right, guys, next up on the lineup, we have Mellow Malone. We do have your video here. Now, your video is called Zooted. Let me go ahead and load this up, and we'll be right back.
Hold up. Zooted, how you doing? Please excuse me, say what's on your mind before you lose me. Damn, I hit it hard one time, now I'm woozy. I had got a high grade dime, now I'm choosing not to come off bougie. I just had to pull a Yui. Whole whip was boxed, now I forgot what I was doing. Don't forget the lighter, else the whole night is ruined. Still on top my game, but I've been under the influence. Under pressure, in my dresser, got a treasure. Scales and measure, not a seller, but I feel better. Float like feather, blown like weather. Still go get her. Yes sir, work with pleasure. I was smelling good, so they ain't doubt that I was fine. Little did they know that I was trapped inside my mind. Plug had Instagram, said I had hit it for the vine. It had been some time, so I was staring at the sky. Now I'm zooted, how you doing? Please excuse me, say what's on your mind before you lose me. Damn, I hit it hard one time, now I'm woozy. I had got a high grade dime, now I'm choosing not to come off bougie. I'm just zooted, I ain't stupid, I'm just zooted. My eyes drooping, I'm just zooted. Float like Cupid, I'm just zooted. Let me calm down. How's the weather down there? What's it like? Shawty's favorite trapper, snowman or the flash. Like? Can you tell she's more bipolar every year? Running from my mouth, but I be following the rear. Can I have no fear? Victory is near. Zooming while I'm zooted and I'm booted in my gear. Cruising with the Cuban with the wind all in the head. Potent is the odor that she puts up in the air. Posting like she owed 'em when it's mellow getting near. Smoking when I'm coping, trying to focus on what's here. Here we got a 5'1" cutie, hold my beer. She knew I was fine once I saw what she wear. And she knew I was zooted. How you doing? Please excuse me, say what's on your mind before you lose me. Damn, I hit it hard one time, now I'm woozy. I had got a high grade dime, now I'm choosing not to come off bougie. I'm just zooted, I ain't stupid, I'm just zooted. My eyes drooping, I'm just zooted. Float like Cupid, I'm just zooted. Let me calm down.
All right, everyone, so that was Mellow Malone with his music video that he submitted for us today. Let's go over to our judges. Let's see what they thought. We'll start off. He's the VP of A&R at Motown Capitol Records. Sean Barron, you'll be up first. What were your thoughts of Mellow Malone and his music video that he submitted?
It was interesting. I like the creativity of it, for sure. I didn't necessarily love the song, but I loved how creative he got in the visuals. So great job on the visuals. Song could have been stronger. So just focus more attention in that area.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Sean Barron. Let's go over to the next judge on the lineup. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, what were your thoughts of Mellow Malone and his video that he submitted?
Definitely different from what we've seen so far. But I feel like Sean said, I think he could work more on the song itself. I think, the hook could have been better. I think even the lyrics could have been better. I think the whole song really was on one tone. It seemed mellow, and I feel like the whole song was definitely mellow. There was nothing that kind of kept your attention. You know what I mean? The beat didn't really switch up. The beat kind of stayed in the same tempo. There was no switch up in it. And then, his flow and his verses and the verse and the hook were all on the same type of flow. So there was nothing that really stood out to me. But so he just needs to work on stuff like that. But keep the creativity, as far as video, visuals, and, and ideas, because that's kind of what makes you stand out.
For sure. Thank you for that, Polo. Let's go over to the last judge on the lineup. He's a platinum producer. DJ Payne 1, what were your thoughts of Mellow Malone and his video?
Yeah, I agree with my two fellow judges. It was an amazing visual. I really appreciated the creativity and all the energy that they put into the video. It just didn't feel like that same amount of energy and care was put into the songwriting and the delivery. So had the song been equally as amazing, then he'd really have something brilliant on his hands.
Awesome. Thank you for that. DJ Payne 1. Well, you heard it from the 3 judges right there, Mellow Malone. Stay tuned to the end of today's event. Find out if you're one of today's finalists for the Coast to Coast Live Music Video Showcase. Next up on the lineup, we have TB's. Now, TB's, we do have your video as well here. It's called Rich by Now. Let me go ahead and load this up, and we'll be right back.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. If I had a time for every time a nigga lied to me, I'd be rich by now. Yeah, I'd be rich by now.
I be rich by now, nigga.
Yo, if I had a time for every time a nigga hated on me, I'd be rich by now. Yeah, I'd be rich by now.
Yeah.
Can't worry about the next man.
Born in the city, you're seeing behind these bright lights, it get gritty and foul. A nigga that you think is your partner will line you up. You better watch your homies. I ain't got no homies. Niggas then plotted on me, thought that would keep me down. Just don't let me catch your bitch ass out of bounds. Firing shots, nigga in the city limits. Clark County to be specific. 89106, West Side Hustler, click, don't go against it. Or get your family lynched, bitch, this is better living. You dig it? Yeah. Nigga, don't go against it. You can join the religion, this is how I'm living. Better living over here, let's get that shit clear. Nigga, VVS is in my neck and ears. Pussy. Nigga, you ain't even on my level. Nigga. I just get the fucking tea kettle, nigga, and shovel, and bury nigga.
Nigga lied to me, I'll be rich by now.
What you thought?
Nigga. Yeah, I'll be rich by now.
I'm a boss.
Nigga. Yo, if I had a time for every time a nigga hated on me, I'll be rich by now. Yeah, I'll be rich by now. Can't worry about the next man.
Never know a nigga motives, but for my brothers, I'm highly devoted. Was taught to watch, listen, pay attention to details in these niggas' sentence. These niggas switching, gossiping like a bunch of bitches. Lonely nights in the hot desert when I went to prison. My girl left me for a penny pincher. Earl for let me yarn, rich niggas chicken tenders. I really get to the chicken, break it down to some chicken tenders. It's to the eagle with both of my niggas. This is not a challenge, no contender, no surrender, no retreat. You pussy sweet, talking like you on some beef. 2, 2, 3, I'll knock your ass out your fucking sneak. The peace, yeah, you heard what I said. 2, 2, 3, I'll knock your ass out your sneaks. Nigga, Playboy Bunny Gang. Nigga, gang, 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 gang.
If I had a time for every time a nigga lied to me, I'll be rich by now.
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 Yo, if I had a time for every time a nigga hated on me, I'll be rich by now. Yeah, I'll be rich by now. Can't worry about the next man.
Never worry about the next man. All I know is I'ma stick to the fucking plan.
Nigga.
And stacking his cake. Pussy ass niggas stay the fuck on my face.
Nigga.
I don't need no new friends. All I know is stack blue Benjamins.
Nigga.
Pussy ass niggas know what it is. Nigga coming through, I'm aiming at your head. Full ride Desert Eagle, fill that nigga up with lead.
Nigga.
And I put that on the fucking chest. Nigga. Playboy Bunny Gang. Nigga, gang, 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 gang. Money over bitches. Bitches, money, this how we fucking live. Better living over here, let's get that shit clear. Nigga, BBS is in my ear.
If I had a time for every time a nigga lied to me, I'll be rich by now. Yeah, I'll be rich by now. Yo, if I had a time for every time a nigga hated on me, I'll be rich by now. Yeah, I'll be rich by now. Can't worry about the next man. Yeah.
All right, everyone, so that was TB's with his song and his music video, Rich by Now. Let me go ahead and go over to our judges. Let's get their thoughts on this. We'll start off, he's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, we'll start off with you. What were your thoughts of TB's and his music video that he submitted?
It was okay. I kind of didn't really understand what it was. The hook didn't really explain, it didn't bring me, it kind of didn't really, let me take that back. I knew, there was parts where I knew what he was talking about, and there was parts I didn't. He kind of lost me. And then the hook kind of didn't really bring the song together. Like, it was cool, but it wasn't, anything that stood out to me. And I felt like he definitely was flowing, but the flow wasn't consistent. It was times where he would flow, but then there was times he was just saying words. So kind of that kind of bothered me a lot in the record. Like, I like the beat. That's what kind of kept me tuned in and listening. But, I was listening to what he was saying, and there was parts I understood what he was saying. There was parts I kind of didn't. Overall, the song didn't really make sense to me. And I didn't get anything from it. Like, I feel like I heard the song, but now I don't know what it was about. You know what I mean? And that's a problem because, you want to leave a mark. Even if it's one time listen, you kind of want to leave something that sticks in somebody's mind or makes me remember the song. And right now, I kind of don't remember the song. And it was long.
Yeah. That's definitely true.
So,
and real quick, Polo, just want to bounce off of that real quick. How important are the lyrics, especially to first-time listeners of your music?
I mean, you want to make sense, meaning be consistent. You're telling a story, you kind of want to, the story has to have the beginning and the ending. You can't just go from the beginning to the end to the middle, and then it just, has to have a flow. You're telling them your story. You're telling them your pain, so it has to kind of make sense throughout the whole record. You're talking about a female, but then this part is you think he was shooting something, and again, it just didn't really. At the end, it didn't really make sense.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, lyrics are important. That's the lyrics. That's like somebody writing a book. What they're writing in the book is what you're following. That's your lead. I don't have nothing to. His lyrics is the lead to the song. That's what's making me listen to it. And if it's not really making sense, it's kind of hard to keep my attention. Or at the end, make me go, all right, I want to listen to it again. Because right now, like I said, I just listened to it. I felt like it was long. But now I don't remember anything of the song. You know what I mean? Like, and then that's the problem. You want to make sure that something stands out.
For sure. Thank you for that, Polo. Definitely some great advice there for you. Let's go over to the next judge on the lineup. He's a platinum producer, DJ Pain 1. Let's get your thoughts on this. What did you think of TB's and his music video that he submitted?
I have to recuse myself because I made that beat, and my partner in crime, I wrote that hook. And I recorded and mixed it, so I'm out of this one.
All right, no worries, Pain 1. No worries. We'll go over to our last judge. Let's get his thoughts on this. He's a VP of A&R at Motown Capitol Records, SHAWN. What were your thoughts on TB's and his music video that he submitted?
So the hook and the beat were Rick Ross, and the verses were too short. So it just didn't match. Yeah. The hook and beat were great. But the verses, he lost me.
All right, there you have it from SHAWN, BARRON, and all three of the judges. Well, TB's, you heard it from the three judges. Got yourself some feedback there, but let's stay tuned to the end of today's event. Find out how they score you. Let's see if you're one of the finalists for today's music video showcase. All right, guys, next up on the lineup, we have Trail de Dawn. Trail de Dawn. Now, we do have your video. It's called Vent. Let me go ahead and load this up, and we'll be right back.
Got so much shit up on my chest, I think it's time to vent. I done been through the rain of pain, it's hunting me and make me sick. I fell in love with getting dough when I started selling drugs. When I was down on my ass, they couldn't pick me up. You never hustle with niggas that you can barely trust. Can't feel your hustle if you didn't get it out the mud. Yeah, out the mud, yeah. And it's a shame, this world ain't never changed, but who to blame? It's all the game. I only live for respecting my name. I'ma keep on running if a nigga see 12 coming. Cause if I stop, they gon' let off some rounds and keep dumping. And knowing me, I'm a buzz back. Gotta keep it on me and it's showing like a buzz pass. They want our pistols in the trunk, I don't trust that. Cause if them suckers get the blow in, I'm a buzz back.
All right, everyone. So that was Trell the Dawn with his music video that he submitted for us. Let's start off. Let's go over to our judges. We'll start off. He's a platinum producer. DJ Pain One. We'll start off with you, Trell the Dawn. What do you think of Trell the Dawn, DJ Pain One?
Was that the right video or was that a mistake? Just because it was
short, right?
It was a preview, so it wasn't even like I didn't get an idea of what the hook was, what the verses were. Yeah. So for us, you know, we're trying to judge him as a songwriter. Like, his quality-wise, it was great. I was getting into the song, and I'm waiting to hear which part the hook was so I can give feedback on it. And then it just cut off. So I was like, damn, I feel like my job wasn't done well. Honestly, I don't know what I'm curious to hear what the other judges think. I think he has a ton of talent. I mean, it struck me right away that he was talented. It's just I don't get a full picture of his talent because it was literally like not even a full minute of him performing the song, and the rest was beat and text and gunshots. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I definitely see where you're coming from, Pain One. Yeah, it was super short. Thank you for that, DJ Pain One. We'll go over to the next judge on the lineup. He's the VP of A&R at Motown Capitol Records. Sean Barron, what were your thoughts of Trell the Dawn and his video that he submitted to us?
Very talented, but yeah, same thing that Pain One said. I couldn't really get into it. It was like less than a minute. But his talent is there though. I could see the talent. Melody was great. Picked the right beat. So yeah, his talent is there. Just want to hear more.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Sean Barron. And with that, we'll go over to our last judge on the lineup. He's director of A&R at Rock Nation. POLO, what were your thoughts? Trell the Dawn and his video.
The guy just said the talent was there. It caught you from the first bar, but again, it was too short. I even watched it again to make sure it wasn't, a mistake on my end. I was like, wait, did we continue? I'm like, did I miss something?
Yeah.
So yeah, right when you was about to try to get into it, it kind of cut off, so they didn't even let you get into it. So, but the potential, like Sean said, is there. I see definitely because he grabbed me from that first bar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then again, it was a minute, and I was like, wait, hold on, what the fuck? So, yeah, make it longer. At least give us the verse and a hook. You know what I mean? At least.
For sure. Thank you for that, Paul. Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. It was super short, but hey, Trell the Dawn, you heard it from the three judges. Definitely got yourself potential. Stay tuned to the end of today's event. Find out if you're one of today's finalists for the Music Video Showcase. All right, guys, up next on the lineup, we have Doc Seuss. Doc Seuss, now we do have your video here. It's called Act Right. Let me go ahead and load this up, and we'll be right back.
what you saying until your actions say something. Whoa, don't wanna listen, sick of hearing all that nonsense. I guess reality's a bit too much to process. Content coordinated, orchestrated on the console. Subconscious penetrated, 808 them as I drop low. 007 overhead them like a satellite. I let them know, boy, you better act right. Y'all ain't walking like you talking, get some act right. Y'all fake it, can you make it while y'all act like they don't act right. Y'all ain't walking like you talking, get some act right. Bruh, wait a minute, y'all tripping, think you act right. Y'all fake it, can you make it while y'all act like we don't know, yeah y'all know, they don't act right.
All right, everyone, so that was Doc Seuss with his music video, Act Right, that he submitted for us today. Let's go over to our judges. Let's get their thoughts on this. We'll start off, he's the VP of A&R at Motown Capitol Records. Sean Barron, we'll start off with you. What did you think of Doc Seuss and his music video that he submitted?
I thought it was cool. I think he got potential. The beat was cool. I liked the hook a lot. It was just a fun song. I liked it.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Sean Barron. Let's go over to the next judge on the lineup. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, what were your thoughts of Doc Seuss and his video?
I like the energy they brought to the video. You know what I mean? You know, you could tell they were having fun, which is cool. You know, it makes you want to stay tuned in because they were having fun. You know what I'm saying? I agree. I think I like the hook and I like the beat. I just wish the verses could be a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that's something you keep working at. So it's cool. I'm not mad at that.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Polo. And with that, we'll go over to our last judge on the lineup. He's a platinum producer, DJ Payne 1. What were your thoughts of Doc Seuss and his video?
I agree with Polo, but I personally think that everyone involved, including the DJ, was struggling a little with the tempo of that track. I don't know if the DJ wanted it slower or faster, but it felt like the rappers wanted the beat to be faster with the way their delivery was kind of not quite riding and fitting in rhythmically. So something to keep in mind for future records.
Awesome. Thank you for that, DJ Payne 1. Well, you heard it from the three judges. Got yourself some feedback there, Doc Seuss. Stay tuned to the end of today's event. Find out if you're one of today's finalists for the Coast to Coast Live Music Video Showcase. All right, guys, next up on the lineup, we have Hoodie Papa Black. Papa Black, now we do have you in the chat room. Let's go ahead and bring you on in real quick so we can meet you real quick. Papa Black, can you hear us? Now, Hoodie Papa Black, we got you there. Can you hear us? Oh, you're muted. Go ahead and unmute yourself so we can hear you real quick.
All right.
What's up, man? How's it going? Where you from?
Man, I'm from Racine, Wisconsin, man.
Wisconsin. It's a pleasure to have you, man. What's your social media so everyone can go ahead and go check you out?
You can check me out, Papa Black Hoodie on Facebook, Black Hoodie Music on Instagram. That'll take you everywhere else.
Awesome. Dope. Now tell us a little bit about this video that we're about to watch. It's called Certified. What is this song all about? What are we about to watch here?
It's one of them songs you sing when you feel like you're at the top of your game and ain't nobody fucking with you. You just, you know, it's a little bit more of that old school, like, feel, no auto-tune, none of that, just spitting and going in, man.
All right, there you have it. So this is Certified with Papa Black. Let me go ahead and load up his video. We'll be right back.
Yeah, made a run to the ATM. Black Hoodie music. I'm a real ass nigga, head of my tribe, raw personified figure. Gangsters don't die, we get our bank accounts bigger. Hardest cone liquor, certified mob figure. Y'all don't want it with me, gon' ask the judge. They had me to the wrong, still a nigga wouldn't budge. The real keep quiet, live by, die by. Ferrari on the lot, looking like Selma Hayek. I gotta get my paper right, call me motivated. Blunts fired up, got me heavily sedated. You down to go against me, then you getting elevated. You with me or you ain't, that's how I was taught to play. Shoot through the fence and whoever lean on it. When my gun spit, it don't need a beam on it. Pluck them like lint, air them out like the fan. Long as the dude I came for getting hit. It really don't matter, I'm a tyrant on the block. Shorty in the spot, serving through the mail slot. Bitch ass in the air like she trying to make a lot. Wanna reach the top, nigga, murder all comp. The game's real cold, but somebody gotta run it. Blame Big Brooks for the zones that he fronted. Dudes become targets when they throwing up hundreds. See me in the club, geared up, getting blunted. Leaning on the wall like a real ass nigga. Head of my tribe, raw personified figure. Gangsters don't die, we get our bank accounts bigger. Hardest cone liquor, certified mob figure. Y'all don't want it with the extra clip toter. Quick to hang your ass face to face with Jehovah. Leave you in the trunk or in the seat slumped over. Papa spitting venom, hooded up, King Cobra. Man, I up cannon, murder everything standing. Mossberg pump, guaranteed to shake the planet. If you owe me something, don't talk, just hand it. Pay me with your money or your life, god damn it. The block gon' move and the gang gon' freeze. All day racing, G's push D. Any nigga talk shit, ass gon' bleed. Fuck his grandmama, her ass gon' grieve. Can't tell me I ain't a real ass nigga. Head of my tribe, raw personified figure. Gangsters don't die, we get our bank accounts bigger. Hardest cone liquor, certified mob figure. Y'all don't want it with a real ass nigga. Head of my tribe, raw personified figure. Gangsters don't die, we get our bank accounts bigger. Hardest cone liquor, certified mob figure. Y'all don't want it with me.
All right, everyone, so that was Papa Black Hoodie with his music video that he submitted for us today. Let's go over to our judges. Let's get their thoughts on this. We'll start off, he's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, let's start off with you. What were your thoughts of Papa Black Hoodie and his music video that he submitted?
Hold on 1 second.
We got you.
It was cool. I like the beat. That's what kind of kept me tuned in. The flow is very nostalgic. And then, you know, I'm not mad at that, you know, being nostalgic, but I didn't hear a hook. I just felt like he just flowed one continuous verse and one continuous flow throughout the whole song. So I kind of didn't really get what he was saying. I know he was trying to say he was certified, but kind of didn't really explain that to me. I feel like it needed a hook somewhere. If there was one, I definitely missed it. Because like I said, it sounded just like one continuous flow. You gotta work on that. Structure is important. You know what I mean? Especially with that type of beat and that type of flow. This flow is nostalgic, so you want to hear a hook and a verse when it comes to stuff like that.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Polo. Let's go over to the next judge on the lineup. He's a platinum producer. DJ Pain One, we'll go over to you. What were your thoughts of Papa Black and his video that he submitted?
Yeah, I agree with Polo. And I feel like, you know, if you're making the nostalgic music, then the natural next step is to, you know, really work with classic or timeless sounding productions. So I feel like had the production felt a little more nostalgic, it would have felt more cohesive. It wouldn't have felt like an old school flow or a new school beat. But quality-wise, it was very, very strong.
Awesome. Thank you for that. DJ Pain One. With that, we'll go over to our last judge on the lineup. He's the VP of A&R at Motown Capitol Records. Sean Barron, what do you think of Papa Black and his video that he submitted?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with both of the guys. You definitely got to change up your flow some for sure. It just got monotonous after a little bit. And also the hook is super important. You got to make sure that stick out so people will come back and listen again. So just take those two things into account when you're moving forward.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Sean Barron. Well, Papa Black, you heard it from all three of the judges. Stay tuned to the end of today's event. Find out if you're one of today's finalists for the Coast to Coast Live Music Video Showcase. Next up on the lineup, we have XO Band. XO Band. Now, we do have you in the chat room. Let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other three of the judges. All right, XO, can you hear us?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's good? What's good, everybody?
What's up, man? How's it going? Where are you from?
Atlanta by way of D.C., Maryland, Virginia, man. DMV area. But we've been in Atlanta for over 20 years now.
All right, dope. And tell us what's your social media so everyone can go ahead and go check you out.
Everything is XO Band. Everything is XO Band. So, you know, YouTube, all the way to Facebook, to Instagram.
Okay, dope. And now, XO, tell us a little bit about your music video you submitted today. It's called Two Shots. What are we about to watch? What is this all about?
This is a good old go-go party song featuring my man Ricky Angles of a band called the Huckabucks, popular in D.C., and also the Set TV from the Backyard Band. And it's just an all-time good party song. That's the best way I can explain it.
All right, dope. So let's go ahead. Let's take a listen. This is XO Band featuring Ricky Angels with Two Shots. Let me go ahead and load this up. We'll be right back.
Two shots just to rock in the spot. Put your drinks in the air if you're feeling like yeah. What you sipping on? We get a drink on. Go get your party on. Two shots just to rock in the spot. Put your drinks in the air if you're feeling like yeah. What you sipping on? We get a drink on. Go get your party on.
I got some rock in my cup, like Diddy at the BET, chopping it up. She leaning in her seat and she rocking her what? Her hand in the air, she ain't giving her much. I see her really rocking, dabbing and stuff. Trying to keep it cute for future baby daddies is rough. Plus, she worked the weekends are never enough. Time to let her hair down like my brother was tough. I saw her Sunday, she partied till it was Monday and never needed no Monday. Cause Tuesday, Thursday, the lines in rehearsal be worse when she crack a smile like it's Monday. But give her that. Look, she part black, part Indian, making
All right, everybody, so that was EXO Band with their music video that he submitted for himself. Let's go over to our judges. Let's get their thoughts on the music video. We'll start off, he's a platinum producer. DJ Pain One, we'll start off with you. What were your thoughts of EXO Band and his video that he submitted?
I like the musicality. Feels good. I think the mix needs work. Obviously, it's difficult because it's a whole band. But I just feel like the vocals could be stronger. But you know, the musicality was high, and he could rap. And it felt nostalgic. But then again, this is go-go, so it's kind of just always what it is. So I enjoyed listening to it.
Awesome. Thank you for that, DJ Pain One. Let's go over to the next judge on the lineup. He's the VP of A&R at Motown Capitol Records, Sean Barron. You'll be up next. What were your thoughts of EXO Band and their video that he submitted?
Yeah, I mean, I thought the musicality was high, but I thought the song was just okay. I understand him. I'm guessing he's from DC, and go-go being a big thing there. But I felt like the song could have been a little bit better, but I did like the band. I like the musicality of it for sure. But just songwriting-wise, need to be a little bit stronger.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Sean Barron. And with that, we'll go over to our last judge on the lineup. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, what were your thoughts of EXO Band and his video?
Yeah, I'm stuck in the middle because, you know, I agree with both judges in part. It did sound good. But, you know, even for Go-Go, it felt still kind of nostalgic. Even watching the video, it felt too nostalgic for me. Like, you know, at points I would close my eyes and it felt like I was back in, you know, like 80-something, like, you know what I mean? So it's harder to compete in today's market. And, you know, as an A&R, that's why I'm looking at it, you know what I mean? And the A&R, I look at it as like, you know, can compete in today's market. It's going to be tough to kind of push that all the way through. But, you know, you could tell he was having fun, which is great. It sounded good, which is good, but overall, it was still, to me, you know, felt too old school, even for a go-go, you know, record.
For sure. Thank you for that, Polo. Well, you heard it from all three of the judges here, EXO Band. Stay tuned to the end of today's event. Find out if you're one of today's finalists for the Coast to Coast Live online video showcase. Let's go up to the next artist on the lineup. We have Tryla Lane. Tryla Lane, now we do have you in the chat room as well. Let's go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other three of the judges. All right, Tryla Lane, can you hear us?
Yes. Yeah, how you doing?
What's going on, man? Where are you from?
We're from H-Town, right here in H-Town, Houston, Texas, Exodus.
Awesome. It's a pleasure to have you, man. And what's your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check you out?
The social media is Triola Lane. That's TRIOLA Lane, LANE.com. We got all our social media handles on there.
Awesome. Now tell us a little bit about your music video that you submitted today. It's called Still Here. What is this all about? What are we about to watch?
All right, Still Here features affiliate Sammy Sam, affiliate of ours, and the song is pretty much about how we're still here. It talks about we do inspiration music, and we talk about the forces that have tried to keep us back. We've been doing music for like over 20 years now, and in the video you'll see an element. There's a character that represents the antagonist that tries to like stop us from what we're doing. You'll see that opposing force. So we're basically talking about we're still here by the grace of God. You know, they tried to hold us back, but we still here, and I hope you like it. It got some, yeah. So,
awesome.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So let's take a listen. This is called Still Here with Tryla Lane. Let me go ahead and load up his video. We'll be right back.
Southside is west side, north side. Southside is west side, north side. Still here, still here, yeah. I don't know when we gon' make it back, we're still here. And thank God for the blessings that we're still here. All the hating and the crime that we're still here. I can't
y'all know the name, y'all know the game. Me and Q the D can blow it out the frame. We them big dogs, we always going hard. Forever underground, yeah, we still run the yard. You can talk down, yeah, I said that. 15 years of making money, how you love that? Album number 12, still on the grind. Me and Q5, we making worlds collide. And we still flipping, yep, and we still dipping. Off to the studio with the team, we still ripping. Yeah, I wrote the player book, dry, hate, dirty looks. Player status, top notch. Boy, don't get your spot took. Yeah, cause I'm a seasoned vet, yep, still cashing check. Still looking for them shows that we ain't even rock yet. I fit them raw raps, aged just like fine wine. OG status stayed true to the test of time.
I don't know when we gon' make it, but we still here. Thank God for the blessings that we still here. All the hating and the crime that we still here. I can't wait for the day, oh Lord. I don't know when we gon' make it, but we still here. Thank God for the blessings that we still here. All the hating and the crime that we still here. I can't wait for the day, oh Lord.
The devil said I wouldn't make it. Sent his demons in my dreams, so I'd often forsake it. But in the scheme of things, God intervened and pumped my self-esteem back to life. Now I'm rolling with the new team. You know the name, baby, Triola Lane. We in our own lane with God power, about to change the game. It ain't never gonna be the same when we roast the Phoenix flame, when the whole terrain, where it all started. Let me paint ya my picture frame of blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here by the grace of God. Riding sections, pushing through my doubts and fears. They whisper in my ear, man, you too old. It should have happened in your 20s. You might as well quit rapping and fold. But I'm playing with the full house deck. My royal flush will never eject. Out my fighter plane, dropping bombs and never detect. For my enemies who thought I disappeared, look in your rear view mirror, fool, I'm still here.
I don't know when we gon' make it, but we still here. Thank God for the blessings that we still here. All the hating and the crime that we still here. I can't wait for the day, oh Lord. I don't know when we gon' make it, but we still here. Thank God for the blessings that we still here. All the hating and the crime that we still here. I can't wait for the day, oh Lord. Still here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Triola Lane with his music video that he submitted for us today. Let's go over to our judges. Let's see what they thought. We'll start things off. He's the VP of A&R at Motown Capitol Records. Sean Barron, you'll be up first. What were your thoughts of Triola Lane and his video that he submitted?
It just sound dated to me. The production, the flow, the everything. We need to like bring it, more current. So yeah, I would just, start new record, come new producer and just start new on that one.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Sean Barron. Let's go over to the next judge on the lineup. He's a platinum producer. DJ Payne 1, what were your thoughts of Triola Lane and his video that he submitted?
Yeah, man, I think the song has potential. I like the hook. I just wish I had been at the session. I would have probably built like a more timeless sounding track and increased the tempo, and then really focused on vocal production of the hook, so it really felt big and really felt like the centerpiece, musically speaking. Just because right now is, it's like layers, several leads, and no tuning, and not saying that to insult the singer or anything, but he was a little flat. So I would have tuned that and corrected it in a natural way, not make him sound like Lil Wayne when he was doing autotune, but tune it a little bit, work with him on the harmonies, and just build it up to something really powerful. Because the lyrics of this track are powerful, and I feel like the production was understated.
Awesome. Thank you for that, DJ Pain One. Great advice there from Pain One and Sean Barron so far. Let's go over to the last judge on the lineup. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, what were your thoughts of Triola Lane and his video?
Yeah, I agree with both. I feel like definitely too nostalgic, too old school, and if I don't know. I think maybe the auto tune and all that stuff would have helped it, but the overall look of the song and the overall look of the video felt too nostalgic. You know what I mean? It's hard to compete in today's market. And again, as an A&R, I'm looking at something that's going to compete, and that won't. You know what I mean? So I feel like they have to go back and try to get a younger sound, but then it's hard because again, they're a little older than the artists nowadays anyway. So it's gonna be hard to kind of like change that sound. But if it was back then, I was like, if it was back in '90s and stuff like that, I could see that working. But right now, I don't see that working.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Polo, got some great advice there from all three of the judges there, Triola Lane. Stay tuned to the end of today's event. We're almost there. We're going to announce the top three winners, find out if you're one of the top three winners of today's music video showcase. And with that, we've reached our last artist of the lineup today. His name is PM. PM, we do have your video here. Let me go ahead and load this up, and we'll be right back.
Radio. The legal hustlers are in the building.
I have a dream. Yeah, dawn of the bandits. Let's get it.
DJ Pain One. Address me, Mr. Balls, when in front of me. XO, get biz, wearing all my jeans. Go to war, get a glimpse, witch crashing me. Just one, cause they think they cashing me. Black card to the max, never stressing me. I sit back in the cut, watch it come to me. New smell, finer wines, just tasting me. Diddy bottles, drunk off on mango peach. Bring along big bread, dog, get it in. Back to the crib, think about some sales I miss. Speed it up, start asking about some funny wigs. I really man, I'm get you faded for the square biz. I run circles round these raps, I'm pointing out. Bringing white shirts round to the trap house. With a boy. I see them pockets, dope man, where they lean, boy. Who's snitching? You talking, better freeze, boy. They hopping out, double side, another scene, boy. New face, headed down to the precinct. They wanna know how I made it through the clinks. Had to tell them, I'm grinding to the top, fam. How you get it long, you make it to the top, man. I'm on the block, cutting heads for the sales, hugging. I'm going hard, touching money like it's braille, hugging. Looking out, grass tuck, still loaded B. Safe haven, take cover, they can playing me. Everybody selling shit, who fucking buying? Everybody bossing shit, who fucking lying? Put the bread on the wood, US and wasn't wine. I never questioned the jungle, had to be in lion. I'm a king all the time, we don't walk in G. To the bread, Ben Franklin keep calling me. I rap about getting paper, it's in my blood. I pass it down through my kids when I'm making love. Got a bop with your step when we slip through. I get you stuck like traffic when the check smooth. Who went up with the hand dog, yeah, know your beefs. Know how the boom sound, gotta know your heats. How the Anasona move around these fucking beats. XO on the rise, this is not a meme. Hustle game, need all that. Respect the grind, no fall back. Respect the time, don't call back. I'm over here about all that. So go along with your riff-raff. No disrespect, but y'all niggas rapping riff-raff. Smoking on King Kong, dump the whole bag. Smelling 100 miles before I hit the door, man. 100 niggas, 100 cities, baseball bats. I'm the best that ever did it, get your cans out. Don't see, just feel, bring your mans out. From the top to the bottom, knock them all out. Lake J, the top 5 when I ball out. East, west, up, north, cover all south. We don't see niggas eating with a closed mouth. I'm talking Rick James, if your whole couch. We at the end of the line, time ran out. My niggas on the roof, smoking, clear his face out. Black hoodies, black skellies, cleaning your house. Respect the crime, fish scale, cover all droughts. I'ma shine, rain, sleep, spit it, sun out early.
All right, everyone. So that was PM with his music video that he submitted for us today. Let's go over to our judges. Let's get their thoughts on this. We'll start off. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, we'll start off with you. What were your thoughts of PM and his video that he submitted? Oh, I think we just lost you there, Polo.
No, man.
Oh, we got
Can't
you.
hit the button so fast.
It's all good.
Mr. Bar. The song is called Mr. Bars, right?
I think so. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The artist name is PM.
Yeah, correct.
The song called Mr. Bars. All right, cool. I was just making sure. So for the song to be called Mr. Bars, I kind of really didn't hear none that stood out. That's what I was really waiting for because obviously there was no hook, so it wasn't really a song. It was really somebody just spitting. So I was waiting for them either a punchline or those words that were just gonna be like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Like kind of grasp you because the song's called Mr. Bars. That's somebody bragging. Obviously you have to come with it. If you're gonna name a song like that, you have to come with the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? And I was waiting for those punchlines. He had a good flow. He had a good voice. He had good energy, but there was no lines or anything that kind of just said, oh shit, you know what I mean? Like nothing gave me a wow factor. And being that there's no hook, being that it's just one continuous verse, that hurts you. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta live up to what the song's about. And I felt like he kind of didn't do that.
Yeah. Now, Polo, let me ask you real quick because this came up a few times for today's show. The hook, what does it do for the song? Because I know we had another artist that was missing their hook as well, and you brought that up as well. What does that really do for the song? Bringing a hook on the song.
I mean, the hook is the catch. That's like when you're fishing, the fishing rod, that little hook that catches the audience. You have to think like that too. That's what's gonna give us a break from your verse and make us understand what the song really is about. You know what I mean? And without one, it kind of just like, okay, you just have a long verse, and it's like you can't have 3 minutes and 22 seconds worth of just lyrics and not have something that I can stop and sing along with. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. So just when you're just spitting and spitting and spitting, you're just like, okay, you're gonna lose people's attention because you're going for 3 minutes. And you're not saying anything that's just saying, oh shit, you heard what he said? Or, there's nothing that kind of just give you a playback value to it. You know what I mean? That's what really it is. Without a hook, it's not a song. It's something that you can't put on the radio. It's nothing that you could really, sell. Like, you know what I mean? This is just something that, again, to me, this sounds more like a freestyle, and this is when Lloyd Banks and these guys used to get on the radio and go for 3 minutes long and spit their heart out. But again, they were saying things that were catchy. They were saying things that stood out, and that's cool. But when you're doing the competition and you're doing it with guys that are putting out songs, it's hard to compete when you just have 3 minutes of just just lyrics. Yeah. Sure. So yeah, hook is important, man.
Definitely well said there. Thank you for that, Polo. With that, we'll go over to our next judge on the lineup. He's the vice president of A&R at Motown Capitol Records. Sean Barron, what were your thoughts of PM and his video that he submitted?
Same thing as the last guy. Just the beat was from the early 2000s. Wasn't saying nothing. Just got to go back to the drawing board. And this is the thing. I never age nobody out of music because I feel like we need to stop doing that as a hip hop community. Like if you believe in your dreams, then you go for them no matter how old you are. But with that said, you gotta find a way to merge your era with the new era. Like you can't just come in trying to do the same shit that happened 20 years ago. It ain't no way you're gonna win. So with that said, for all my older rappers, try to find your way and navigate in a new way, Yeah.
And real quick, Sean, let me ask you real quick. Is there any advice you could give some of the artists that are tuning in today how to stay fresh, how to get that fresh sound and get away from that old school vibe?
Don't stop thinking of songs in your era. Just do music, and just be free. That's the biggest thing. Be free. Don't feel like you need to be in a box or constrained or whatever. Music is free in 2020. So, just open up your mind.
Definitely well said there. Thank you for that, Sean Barron. And with that, let's see. We have a platinum producer, DJ Payne One. Is there anything you want to add? As far as video, or even speaking to like what Sean Barron just said to some of the older audience. I know you're a platinum producer. Is there any advice maybe you could give to some of the artists to stay fresh, get away from that old school vibe?
I mean, I think just being conscious of what defines certain eras, you know what I'm saying? And there are ways of delivering a song. There are just sounds that are tied into eras. And, the current era is guitar trap beats with a lot of singing. Will that end up being a classic sound? We don't know. The heavy brass production of the early 2000s, or like the Lil Jon kind of sound, none of that ended up being timeless. It ended up being tied into an era. We still like to hear it from that era if that's the era that we love, like in the clubs or whatever. But no new artist is going to put that song, that sound out, and the people of the current generation are going to respond. However, if you go back to like the 90s, who's making music that sounds like the golden era, that just slightly updated? A lot of people. Griselda, Benny the Butcher, Odd Future. Like there are sounds that are always, and like any Rick Ross production just feels timeless. It's gonna feel fresh and new 10 years from now. It would have felt appropriate 10 years ago, and when it came out, it attracted a lot of ears. So just considering that, and hoping that everything converges, what your sensibilities are, what your musical goals are, what your talent level is. And then if you're not going to force yourself to make something current, which I don't think you should, which I think is what Sean Barron is saying, try to make something that transcends eras, and that isn't going to be something that people can point and say, oh yeah, that's 2005, oh that's 2018, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely well said there, DJ Payne One. Thank you so much for that. Well, I mean, you heard it from all three of the judges there. To PM, stay tuned. We're right at the end of the event. Find out if you're one of today's finalists for the Coast to Coast Live Music Video Showcase. So once again, like I said, that's our entire lineup for today. We're just waiting for our judges to finalize their scores. Definitely a great show today so far. Before we announce the winners, we're going to give a big shout out to all three of our judges for joining us today. So I'm going to start off. He's a platinum producer, DJ Payne One. Where can everyone find you on social media?
I'm easy to find at DJ Payne One, all social media. DJPayne1Beats.com is the beat catalog. And I'm easy to get a hold of as well. Just DM me on social media or reach out through the email address that I have listed on the profiles.
Awesome. DJ Payne One, it's always a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for joining us for today's online event. Up next, he's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, where can everyone find you on social media?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram. I'm the Polo, POLO _2X. So it's Polo _ 2 times.
Awesome. Thank you, Polo, for joining us for today's event. And last but certainly not least, he's the VP of A&R at Motown Capitol Records. Sean Barron, where can everyone find you on social media?
I'm at Sean Barron, SHAWNBARRON on Instagram and Twitter.
Awesome, Sean, and it's a pleasure to have you as well. Like I said, we're still waiting for our judges to finalize their scores. My name's Adonis Lugo. You can check me out on Instagram as well. We are about to announce the top 3 winners for today's music video showcase. But if you are tuning in, if you do want to submit your music, the link is in the bio. Whether you're on Facebook, Instagram, you could just submit your music in that link, and we'll be happy to have you join one of our events. So like I said, looks like the judges just finalized their scores. So this is in no particular order, but big congrats to our top 3 winners today. First up to make the finalist list, Don Itty, congratulations. You are the first finalist for today's event. Don Itty, congratulations once again. Up next, we have Trell de Don. Trell de Don, congratulations. You also made it to the finalist list for today's music video showcase. Congrats. And last but certainly not least, No Idols. Congratulations. So once again, that's Don Itty, Trell de Don, and No Idols. Congrats to all three of you for winning today's event. Be sure to check your email after today's event so you can see your prizes. And once again, thank you to everyone tuning in today. Thank you to our judges. On behalf of the judges, myself, and the entire Coast to Coast Live team, we'll see you guys on the next one.